in this hour, and I'm so sad that I'm going to be leaving you guys. Has really enjoyed shopping Ultrafine with you. But we're coming into our last item for the show, and it is item J402841, and it is your choice of a polished or satin finish. And this is our Ultrafine oval tube bangle. Now, we were just in Vincenzo with the rings, but we are coming down now to Arezzo again, where we have an amazing story about a very special artisan that does this piece for us. So I'm just going to run you really quick again through your choices. So you are going to have a choice of the high polish, which you see right there. Beautiful piece there. Again, we're going to talk about that ovaling on it, which you can always see a little bit there in the image, or that icy, almost kind of frosty look to that satin finish. And if you were loving the satin rings that we had over there with the choice of the satin, you are also loving the satin in this piece too. It is more limited. You do have a choice of sizes. So you are going to have a choice of a small, which is going to be about 6.5 inches. Average is about 6 3/4 inches, or the large, which is about 7 inches right there. So you do have a choice of all three sizes in either of the two finishes. And we started when we first brought this to QVC at $102. That was the original price. And today we are having it for $79, or your choice of bringing it home with the easy pay at $26.33. Okay, so let's talk about the satin over here. Let's talk about maybe first the design of this piece. I really thought it was great that the designer that we got to in Arezzo decided to give us an oval hinge bangle. So not only are you getting with like a regular bangle, something that would be a little bit more round, this is going to be oval. So it's going to really sit beautifully on your wrist. It's almost going to be like a second skin. Now, you could choose to go with a little bit of a larger size if you are somebody that still wants a little bit of that kind of more bangle feel that is going to have a little bit movement on your wrist. Or you could stick to something which is going to be a little bit more closer to your wrist. Now, remember, this is a hinged bangle, so you are going to be able to really and seamlessly put it on and off, and you don't have to slip this over your wrist. So I'm just going to take this off right here. Just going to show you guys just like that. Now, do not mind my fingers because I'm not allowed to wear nail polish. I had allergic reactions, so my doc told me not to wear some. So I apologize in advance. But you do see that hinge over there. So this is going to, again, open up and really slip on very easily over your wrist. And again, the design of this is seamlessly incorporated, which is so chic. You know, this is something that really is reserved for the highest quality lines, is something that is reserved for couture jewelry. So you are getting all those finishing touches, and that is the difference in our ultra fine pieces. I mean, it's made in Italy from start to finish, made by artisans that really take pride and, really put everything that they have learned throughout, their, father or their grandfather or, grandmother, and put it into the jewelry. So you are getting, again, that beautiful quality. Now, I know you guys are really loving the satin. And again, that is something that is all done by hand by our artisans. But also, I really want to invite you to take a look at the high polish, because this is where Ultrafine also really comes to life. There is no hiding when it comes to high polish. There is just as much artistry and just as a skilled artisan that has to come in to make that high polish really come alive. Now, this is that ultra fine story that we're talking about here. We talk about sterling silver jewelry, which I love, but sterling silver jewelry does have a little bit more of that tendency to come in and have a little bit more of a dollar rustic look. Here you got that ultra fine story, closer to your white gold. This is 95 parts pure silver. Think about that for a second. You're getting more precious metal. And that is maybe seeming like not a big deal, but it is actually difficult to be able to create that perfect alloy, because this is nickel free. This is hypoallergenic. This is going to be whiter, brighter, and tarnish resistant. So when you think about taking care of your ultrafine, You're just gonna have to keep it, just the same way you would normal jewelry. Give it a little bit of a wipe once in a while, but that is again that ultra fine story that it is easier to take care for. But it is high-end luxury jewelry. It's what I like to call the Ferrari of her silver. So let's go through the choices again. This is a beautiful bangle designed from start to finish, oval in its shape. So it is going to contour your wrist. But here are your choices. On the right there, what you're seeing is that gorgeous high polish, which you could see the studio in. Hi, everybody in the studio. Or you're getting that gorgeous satin finish right next to it on the left, which is also called the Florentine finish, something that is done by a special tool. So I really want to invite you also to take a look in on the inside of the bracelet there. Notice how on the satin and on the high polish, there is a high polish finishing on the inside of the bracelet. That is going to, again, give a little bit more ease of wear when you're putting it on. And that is the difference when it comes to high-end jewelry. Where I'm wearing my Italian silks or my, Italian lace or even a beautiful cashmere sweater or, something that I just really love. I don't want to put my jewelry on and worry about it snagging or it catching. This is something that's going to be comfortable, that is going to, be something that you're going to wear for a lifetime, and that is also going to make sure that, you don't damage, your, precious silks or your favorite blouses. So again, the designer here gave you that difference in the element that it is a little bit of that oval. It does have that hinge. So this does open up. It doesn't have to slide over your wrist. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your sizes. You do have that clasp that is hidden, that is perfectly integrated into the design. So you're going to open that up. It's going to snap on. It's going to be beautifully concave to your wrist. And when you get this, you're getting it in that beautiful blue ultrafine box that has a pouch in it that tells the ultrafine story. If you're gifting this, this is something that, again, is going to be presented beautifully. But don't worry, if you get it and you don't love it, you can always have that free return policy. This is really great. So give us a call on the number, or if you're shopping with me and you have this in your cart, check out. This is just an unbelievable value for ultra fine silver. This is something that, again, if you're in, if you're near New York or in Beverly Hills, if you get to travel this summer, if you're in Italy, first of all, I'm just going to say this. When I go to Italy, I go to the workshops, but I do all my shopping at QVC because the buying power of QVC is allowing to give you high quality couture jewelry that is at an unbelievable value. So let's talk about, again, the price is really quick. So we actually originally brought this to you for 102, which is, let me tell you, from just being in Italy and going to all the little boutiques, and I always do a lot of window shopping, this is, to begin with, an unbelievable price. But to have it at a sale price of 79 today and bringing it home for 26.33, real fine jewelry, ultra fine, all made in Italy by hand from start to finish, is unbelievable. So I know you've been loving the satin. I really hope that you also enjoyed the rings that we had. Now, this is really great. Thank you so much for shopping. I had such a blast with you. Join Rick on Q1 and, stay tuned. There's more great shopping on Q2. So ciao, everybody. Bye.